Trump one, you know him? Trump one, you know him? Please check in with the customer service providership. Thanks so much.
On your flight, do not accept it.
You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Trump won.
Vinto, ma finché non lo mettiamo in campo non lo possiamo sapere. Quindi il 1° ottobre si inizia a bloccare tutto. Vi dico di più, fatevi la scorta alimentare, perché nel momento in cui i camionisti bloccheranno tutto non arriveranno le materie prime, quindi prendetevi il necessario in casa, fate in modo di avere, per chi ha figli, le cose che gli occorrono. Ma vi prego, rimanete a casa, non andate al lavoro. Questa è l'ultima possibilità che ci è rimasta. Grazie.
Mercoledì 29 settembre, statale 98, bloccata, camionisti fermi. Statale 98 di Bari, camionisti in protesta.
I'm sorry. Des excuses de l'OMS pour des faits qui se seraient déroulés pendant les pires moments de la pandémie d'Ebola en République démocratique du Congo. Durant ces 2 années, 21 employés internationaux et locaux de l'organisation se seraient livrés à des violences sexuelles. Une commission d'enquête indépendante a recueilli les témoignages de 63 femmes et 12 hommes victimes de viols ou qui s'étaient vus proposer du travail en échange de rapports sexuels. Au siège de l'OMS, la commission a rendu son rapport en usant, sans doute à l'excès, des plus grandes précautions dans le choix des mots.
La commission indépendante a conclu qu'il y a eu des défaillances structurelles, des négligences individuelles.
À l'OMS, nous sommes humiliés, horrifiés et meurtris par les conclusions de cette enquête. J'aimerais remercier toutes les femmes et les jeunes filles qui se sont manifestées, ont témoigné et nous ont ainsi fourni la base sur laquelle nous avons pu prendre des mesures nécessaires.
Parmi ces mesures, l'OMS a annoncé avoir mis fin au contrat des personnes encore employées. Les témoignages de viol, quant à eux, ont été transmis aux autorités dans les pays d'origine des auteurs présumés.
keep government open. We have to do those imminently, more imminently even, to address the full Obama agenda of building back better.
This is their bill, 2,500 pages. If you take a look at $3.5 trillion price tag, and you do the math, that's $1.4 billion for every page of this bill. And they want to pass it this week. How many Democrats do you think have read this? Think Nancy Pelosi's read it? Think Chuck Schumer's read it? Do you think Joe Biden, who is desperately begging Democrats to pass it, do you think he's read it? Do you think he knows what's in it?
Ach, das ist ja schon länger?
Ja, nicht schnell genug.
Das ist beim Wasser, ne? Also. Da möchten wir jetzt gerade nicht mit dem Segelboot fahren.
talking to you.
I'm talking to this lady right here.
Why are you asking her to leave?
Okay, this is between her and us, not yourself.
Why are you asking her to leave?
Okay. Answer. You can go over here. No. So
you can give us a ticket
to identify yourself to us right now for trespass to property because they asked you not to.
This is a public facility that we've paid for.
They've asked you to leave. Do you have identification on you? Because you will be arrested under trespass to property at the request of the facility. You don't want to do this in front of your children, right?
We are not trespassing. Yes, you are.
You already told me you were.
Really?
Hey, you know what? It's not worth it. You knock that off. Put your hands back. Okay? Don't resist it. There. Put your hand here. We've asked you twice to do it. Yep. Okay. Hold on a second. Here's your glasses. Stick on your head. Put it in your pocket. Okay? This is in your pocket. And I'll grab your phone.
Why are you arresting her?
This gentleman's with you?
Why are you arresting her?
I told you.
You didn't say why she's under arrest.
Right now it's under the Trespass to Property Act.
Oh my God. We are within our rights. Why did you arrest her?
I've already told you twice.
It's not trespassing. We are within our rights.
We have been asked by the facility manager.
What's your name?
My name is right here on my vest.
And what's your partner's name?
11819. I'm out of Kincardine. Feel free to contact and find out the rules. Okay, I have to.
A mandate is not a law.
Don't push by.
Excuse me.
We also have 375 people with COVID in hospital at the moment. 81 of those are in intensive care and 61 are on a ventilator. Of the people who were in hospital yesterday, 78% were vaccinated and 17 were partially vaccinated.
What?
78% were vaccinated and 17 were partially vaccinated.
What? What?
यार मैं अच्छा रोज साथ में रहना नहीं दिखेगा बंदा। चलिए अब देखो चली 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 आ गई। भाई तगड़ा तगड़ा दृश्य हुआ।
हम तो बच गए अब नहीं ये भी आ जाएगी कैसे ये भी आ जाएगी कहाँ है पीछे अब तो वैसे दिख रहा है ये भी बेसमेंट खाली है जी तेरा दिमाग और पागल भाई कुछ नहीं है बेसमेंट बच गए खोखला है सारा खोखला आर वालों को पड़ गया इफेक्ट मेरे को लगा हां आर वाले को पड़ गया डंट आर वाले को तो बहुत पड़ गया
If we do it over an extended period of time for a few weeks to a couple of months when the corals are experiencing a marine heat wave, we can actually start to lower the water temperature over the reef. So the idea of cloud brightening for the reef is that when clouds form, they can form with different brightnesses, and this depends on how many tiny little particles there are in the atmosphere. Each droplet needs a little particle of cloud condensation nuclei to condense around. And over the ocean, sometimes there's not very many. The air has very, very few. It's actually the light in the presence of the hot water that causes the coral to bleach. So by reducing just a small amount of light, about 6% or so of the average light over the summer, we can reduce about 50 to 60% of the bleaching stress on the corals. Our modelling shows that very clearly. If we don't have strong action on climate change, then cloud brightening can only help for a little while. Eventually, the effect that you can get from the clouds, it's limited, and it just becomes overwhelmed by climate change after a couple of decades. But if we do have really strong action on climate change, then the modelling shows that the cloud brightening is enough to stop the reef declining and to actually see it through this period while we reduce our carbon emissions.
Antonio Guterres, choqué. L'Éthiopie annonce l'expulsion de 7 responsables onusiens du pays.
As he said, he's shocked by the news today. The humanitarian work by the UN is impartial, it's important, it needs to continue.
Ce jeudi, le ministère des Affaires étrangères éthiopien a publié un communiqué dans lequel il annonce que 7 responsables onusiens, dont il fournit la liste, ne sont plus les bienvenus dans le pays et ont 72 heures pour le quitter. Le gouvernement éthiopien les accuse d'ingérence dans les affaires intérieures du pays. Depuis plusieurs semaines, des responsables onusiens accusent le gouvernement éthiopien de bloquer l'aide humanitaire à destination du Tigré. Cet État du nord du pays est l'épicentre d'une guerre qui dure depuis décembre dernier entre le gouvernement central éthiopien, dirigé par le prix Nobel de la paix, Abiy Ahmed, et les autorités régionales. La Maison-Blanche condamne l'expulsion des responsables onusiens et menace le gouvernement éthiopien.
President Biden signed an executive order earlier this month enabling the U.S. government to impose financial sanctions on those prolonging the conflict in northern Ethiopia. We will not hesitate to use this or any other tool at our disposal.
De son côté, le gouvernement éthiopien accuse les autorités régionales du Tigré de bloquer l'entrée de l'aide humanitaire. Selon les Nations Unies, le conflit autour du Tigré a déplacé plus de 2 millions de personnes et dans l'État, 400 000 ont franchi le seuil de la famine.
Suspended as you no longer have health approval. All right, so I need your business license off the wall.
I'm just an employee rolling the bill.
So I'm going to give you a copy of the letter. Well, your license has been suspended, all right? So it's up to you guys. There's a course of action if you don't comply with that, all right?
Bonsoir, ça va?
We love you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
j'ai quitté, il est notre journaliste sur place.
Nous sommes au palais Mohamed V. C'est ici que le colonel Mamadi Doumbouya vient de prêter serment. Le nouvel homme fort de Conakry, dans son allocution, s'est engagé à ne pas se présenter aux élections présidentielles qui mettront fin à cette transition. Il a aussi réitéré son engagement à veiller au respect de la charte de la transition qui a été publiée il y a quelques jours. A signalé qu'à cet événement, aucun chef d'État ni de gouvernement n'a effectué le déplacement. Seulement la République du Mali qui s'est faite représenter par le président du Conseil national de la transition malienne. Dans la salle, il y avait aussi quelques diplomates accrédités en Guinée. Nous avons pu reconnaître par exemple l'ambassadeur du Liban, l'ambassadeur de la Russie et aussi celui de la Chine. Il y avait aussi les partis politiques qui ont été fortement représentés. Au sorti de cette cérémonie, nous avons pu échanger avec quelques leaders politiques qui se disent confiants face à ce discours de Mamadi Doumbouya, mais tout de même, ils disent être vigilants pour le respect de la charte de la transition.
Там где-то.
Le ministère de la Santé avait prévenu par avance. À partir de ce dimanche 3 octobre, tous ceux qui n'ont pas reçu la 3e dose du vaccin verront leur passeport vert expirer. Les Israéliens qui bénéficiaient d'un passeport vert depuis plus de 5 mois seront considérés comme non vaccinés. Le nombre d'Israéliens s'apprêtant à perdre ce sésame, sans compter les personnes récemment rétablies, est estimé à plus d'1,5 million.
Now I'd like to address myself to the entire nation. And today, I announce my retirement from politics. Salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to make a public statement and won't be taking any questions.
I've had to make an extremely difficult decision overnight, but one which I feel obliged to do because of the love and respect I have for the people of New South Wales and the high regard which I have for the Office of Premier. I was advised late yesterday afternoon the Independent Commission Against Corruption will today release a public statement in which it will state it is investigating allegations made about me concerning matters relating to the former member for Wagga Wagga. As it is clear from the ICAC statement, the issues which it is investigating are historic matters that have already been the subject of numerous attacks on me by political opponents in the last 12 months. Many of the matters were the subject of questions I was asked by the opposition while appearing before an Estimates Committee hearing early this year.
Peter Nygaard veut pouvoir se défendre aux États-Unis.
Nygaard has acknowledged that he can hear us.
That's correct, yes. Ses avocats acceptent d'accélérer le processus d'extradition. L'ancien magnat de la mode a été arrêté en décembre dernier à Winnipeg dans la foulée d'un scandale sexuel qui impliquerait des mineurs aux États-Unis. L'homme de 80 ans, qui nie toutes les allégations, fait face à 9 chefs d'accusation, dont racket et trafic sexuel. Il faudra aussi prouver que les accusations dont fait l'objet Nygaard sont des crimes au Canada.
One of them, and I referred to it in the hearing, and that's racketeering, has no Canadian comparable.
Un processus qui risque d'être long et complexe, d'autant plus que de nouvelles accusations criminelles viennent d'être déposées ici, au pays. Un mandat d'arrestation est lancé par la police de Toronto. Peter Nygaard fera face à 6 chefs d'agression sexuelle et de 3 chefs de séquestration.
Well, that's why we have a break. The President of the United States.
Actual President of the United States.
Not the racing presidents, folks.
There's President Biden.
President Biden is in the House. There he is. President Biden making an appearance here.
He hugs House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. He actually met with Speaker Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer just a little while ago at the White House as they try to figure out some things off of the field.
Joe, you suck! Middle of the game as well. To a rousing ovation behind the third base dugout. Same thing with President Biden right now, shaking hands with the Democratic players. The fans standing and applauding.
And this actually...
Cameras up, phone cameras up. Everybody taking pictures. Players have their camera phones out as well. It was Rodney Davis at the top of the lineup.
Speaker, no doubt happy about that play, but she is known as a big sports fan, and often after dealing with a lot of really difficult reporter questions related to what's going on in
I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.